Alrighty, good evening, Northern Clouds. How are we all doing this wonderful evening? I am sitting in a house on my own, nothing to do. Not long woke up because I'm night shift this week, which is always cracking good fun. You can hear it in my voice. I've got proper morning voice on. I thought I'd do a wee review, so I thought I'd give you guys a review of a clone mech. Now we see lots of reviews out there for authentics, but you don't see many for clones, other than the people that are selling them, vendors and things like that. And I tend to think they're not the greatest reviews. So I'm going to give you an open and honest review of the VCM V2 Clone mech. There it is there. I have the stainless and copper one with the Buddha sitting on top. It comes with the Buddha kit. Now I don't have a proper stand set up to do a decent drill down view, but I will get the camera down and we'll get some close-up views of this done. So just bear with me a second and we'll get that set up. Okay, so here we are. We have a close-up view of the packaging there. It comes in this quite nicely presented box with your VCM2 Vape Tech switch along here, and a wee dot showing your chosen colour. The Vapor's Cloud logo on this side. I keep forgetting this camera's mirrored, it's throwing me off. So the Vapor's Cloud logo on top there. Obviously it is a clone, it's not an authentic product. There's no scratch codes or such like on it. Your Vapor's Cloud logo's there. And on the other side there. And on the back, noobs. No noobs. Not for noobs. So if you're new to mechs, this one's not for you. It's actually, I didn't find it that difficult to build on, but I have been using mechs for quite a wee while now, so I've got used to them. It does take a bit of time. If you guys are new to mechs, make sure you study up on battery safety and Ohm's law, and make sure you know what kind of builds will work with the mech that you are using. So we'll have a wee look on the inside. So you get your bag of spares there, some O-rings, some extra grub screws, and a trusty little screwdriver. You get this tool here. We'll look at that later. It's basically for opening your switch, taking your switch off. The Buddha RDA. Fat Buddha engraving on the back there. It's quite well made, it's quite well engraved. It's quite nice. There's the I'll bring it back a bit. There we go. And there's the VCM tube itself. Your Vapor's Cloud logo on the bottom there on the switch. There is a serial number on it, although it's a clone, so you know the serial number probably doesn't really mean that much unless they actually put decent proper serial numbers on clones. So this is number 586 of however many clones they made, probably several million. You've got your top cap there. As you can see, there's vent holes on the top cap and little channels as well. And there's also vent holes all the way around the side there. In the pack you also get, if I can get it out, this doohickey here. Now this is a non-hybrid top cap with a floating pin. Now what this enables you to do is it enables you to stick any other RDA or tank even on this. Something that doesn't have a protruding 510 pin will sit on this quite nicely. And I've tried it. I've had the TF V8 Beast on there. It vapes quite nicely. It doesn't get too hot at all. There's no issues there whatsoever. So let's pull it apart and have a look at it. So we'll start with the tube. Top cap just unscrews nicely like that. Threads are pretty nice on this. Some clones you get with the threads are all pretty clunky, a bit grainy like. You probably need a little bit of a clean. But you heard there was no grinding or crunching. They came out nice and smooth. You've got your pin there, posi pin 510. Now it's kind of a little bit floating. It's got a piece in there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the pin is in there. It pushes in and out when you put your RDA or other on top. I'll take my battery out. Sleeve. Stainless steel sleeve. I've seen them in black. They're really nice in black. The black and chrome ones. The chrome looks a lot darker on them for some reason. They look really, really nice. But there's your sleeve. You've got your little divots down at the bottom, so the sleeve fits into the little divots that are on here and kind of locks into place so that it lines up the holes with the air holes on the copper tube. Now we get to this doohickey. This tool is for undoing your switch there. So you've got your slide it in there. Do it that way or twist the tube, whatever you want. And there is your Tektronix, is it Tektronix switch? Tech switch. I don't know why they call it a tech switch, but there it is. On the Authentic, this is a nipple pin, and as you can see, it's got a flat-headed screw slot in there, so you can take it out. But on the Authentic, it's not like that. I think it's a piece of silver, and it has like an extra piece on top, so it kind of looks quite similar to that, where you've got one circle on the outside and one piece on the middle, obviously creating better contact. So you know, those are the differences between the clones and the Authentics. It's quite important to know these differences. I've got my little tweezers here. So the tweezers fit in there quite nicely. I can unscrew this. Wait. That'll be my little magnet. As you can see, the threads on there are also quite nice. They do need a little bit of a clean. I have been using this quite a bit, so I've been vaping it for a week and a bit now. Another magnet. And the bottom of the switch. So there we go. It comes apart reasonably easy. There's not much to it, as long as you put the magnets back in the right places and the right way around, your switch will go back together, no problem. So you don't want to do that, see, because it sticks. Right, so I'll go and put all this back together, and then I'll come back and we'll look at the RDA section. Alright guys, and we're back with the Fat Buddha RDA. I've taken it apart here. As you can see, I've got a build in it already. Just a real simple 0.2 build. I've got some Wrathful wires, NI80 in there. If you haven't tried that stuff, I'd recommend it. Let me just shut the door there. Yeah, definitely would recommend that stuff if you haven't tried it yet. So there we go, we'll get a good look at that. So you can get the camera to focus on the engraving there. Bags of airflow, big airflow. Almost too much actually. I found myself toning it down quite a bit. And you've got the engraving with Fat Buddha on the back there. Got your O-rings on there, and your channels for your airflow there. Build deck. On the bottom you've got a serial number 3612 and the Vapors cloud along the top there, and there's your 510 protruding. It's quite a decent sized build deck. I don't have the correct tools here for measuring, but let's have a look. Twenty millimeter. I don't know if you guys can see that very well there. Yeah, it comes in at about 20 millimeter. So it's not as big as I thought it was, but it's a reasonable size. It's quite easy to build on. You've got your 4 post holes there. They're quite large post holes, so you can get some nice big coils in there. I'll let you see the ones that are exposed there. Trying to get it to focus but without blocking the light out. I think I need to sort out my lighting arrangements. If any of you YouTubers out there watch this and have any tips on lighting, let me know. I do have a lamp up there, but there's no bulb in it right now, so that's a bit pants. Right, so we'll go back to top view and we'll get a vape on it, and I'll let you know what I think. Alright guys, and we're back. With the lovely VCM and the Buddha RDA. One thing I will say about it, when you put your battery in it, you're going to have to put your RDA on first, put your battery in through the buttonhole, and then screw the button on. You'll notice that the button does not sit flush. When it comes in the box, it is sitting flush, but the button does not sit flush once you've got your battery in there. And if you sit it down, it will fire under its own weight. So you've got to be really careful with these guys. Don't sit them down on your flat. I broke my magnet in here, and you can sit it down flush without it firing, but you have to be really gentle with it. 9 times out of 10 it's going to fire. But I broke my magnet, so there's not enough repel in there to stop it from firing. So we'll give it a quick vape. It's lovely. I'm on the FTTPD cookie dough. If you haven't tried out this stuff yet, check it out. Jump on the Northern Clouds page. He's our sponsor. Check out his stuff. Absolutely tasty juices at cracking good prices. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much one of my first ever review videos. If you think that could have went better, if you think anything else, if there's anything else that you would like to see me do when I do these reviews, give me a shout, let me know. As always, subscribe to the YouTube page. Hopefully, as and when I get more time, I'll be doing more and more of these reviews. I've got a long line of clone mechs up there that I can review for you guys. If you're not a member of Northern Clouds already, jump on Facebook, find us out, join us, check out Rajeeves Vaping Supplies. It's also another sponsor, and Viper Printing Associates, also another sponsor for all your vaping t-shirt needs. Get in there and check it out. As always, stay cloudy, peeps. Northern Clouds.